Hey there, it's Max Doolin. This is the first challenge of the Bad Store series from the 6th year of the Spokane Cyber Cup. I've always wanted to do a Bad Store challenge. I feel like there's nothing like hacking things that you use on the day to day, and a lot of these things are fairly impactful. What if you could order a package from somebody else's account or something like that from Amazon? That'd be a big deal. So we're trying to emulate that sort of feel, which is awesome. And all of these bugs in this series are fairly standard application security issues. There's a direct request, IDOR, bad price, so parameter manipulation, and 500 errors for information disclosure. I feel like these are all really classic bugs that are fairly common to find as application security consultant. So with that, we're going to look at the challenge. Bad store. There is a store where you can purchase fruit online. Can you find your security issues? Connect to this domain for the challenge. All these are solvable without source code. Have fun. As an application security consultant, a lot of the times we aren't given source code. You just gotta do your best. And that's especially true in bug bounty land. Although it can make it easier, websites the code can kind of lie to you depending on how it's set up. So some people find bugs via black box testing that I never would have found via white box testing because the source code wasn't as truthful as I thought it was. So challenge number 1, admin panel. There's a hidden admin panel somewhere on the site. Can you find the page? So if we go here, we can see that we have our fruit store. We have a login, we have a registration page, login page, a cart, which gives us an error because that's how this site works. We have receipts, which also don't exist, and then we have the store. So none of this functionality actually works until you log in, so let us create a user. We do ABC, ABC. Tell us we create the user, then we're going to log in. ABC. Cool. So then it logs us into the fruit page. So we can look at these various fruits. And of course, the most important fruit of all is what you make as a hacker. So click on this button, it will take you to that particular item, and then you can add the item to the cart. And if you go to the cart, you can see the items that you have asked to purchase. We can then go to checkout, press the checkout button, submit order, and then we can look at our receipts. And we can see that we have this particular cart, and we will have the one thing in the cart. And then we can go order new things too. And if we look at the cart, we shouldn't have anything in there because we already purchased it. So at first glance, there is no admin panel that's super obvious. There's no button to click on or anything like that. And we don't have source code, so it's hard to know what's here. Luckily for us, it's at a pretty obvious location. It's /admin. Now, the idea behind this is that people are able to predict these locations. There's a concept called fuzzing, where you just try to brute force the various endpoints until you find the right one. Now, this is pretty obvious, literally /admin. Sometimes it's at lesser obvious spots, but the skill of finding these and trying these is important. I've done this on sites multiple times, not just admin, but completely other things that I wanted to find. Cool, so we go to /admin, and it goes, cool, we can change prices, view credit cards. Of course, I didn't actually add that functionality. A couple years ago, I had a blog. If you compromise the blog, you could add your own blog post, but that was a bad idea because somebody actually exploited that and added 300,000 blog posts to it, and the website was virtually non-functional, but it was really funny. So give applause to whoever did that. To get the flag, you just call get configuration data, and it tells you, I promise I'm the admin, and you get the flag. So one interesting thing about this challenge, though, is you have to be authenticated for this to work. And at first I thought about removing this, but I decided it should actually stay, because some functionality actually will only work if you're authenticated. Even if you're not intended to be there, it may just be checking for authentication, but it may not be checking that you actually have privileges to execute that thing. So I think that distinction is an important thing as well that some people may miss during the event. So cool. To recap, we have a website, we have a domain we need to go to, and this happens to be /admin. And that's the challenge. I hope you guys have a good time with this. I believe that Yasmin is actually writing the rest of the solutions for these, so I'm going to pass it off to her now. Thanks, everyone.